gentlemen, enjoy.
Thank you. And I'm going to start with a suggestion based on Tommy's last poem. If anybody has a little bit of extra cash and extra time, I would suggest getting clean, dry socks and distributing them on the street. Okay, here we go. This is a laundry poem. We did loads of laundry today, so I figured it was time to write a laundry poem. Mundane, even if the world is coming apart. But there are some worthwhile metaphors here. Forget that the spinning dryers are as hypnotic as the ancient round screen TVs they resemble, or that whatever secrets you might be hiding will come clean at the laundromat. How about Sisyphus? Just like you know that rock will just roll back down the hill, these clothes will just get dirty again. But dirty clothes are a sign of something, maybe fun. How long has it been since you played in the mud, jumped in a pile of leaves, came home with grass stains? Or maybe the dryer can tell me something about going around in circles, or what happens when things just dry up. Washing machines just aren't as wise, but they will tell you if you forget to empty your pockets, you might become a money launderer. But doing laundry does get me thinking. Can I get large laundry bags cheaper at a Santa supply store? If they can make self-cleaning ovens, why can't they make self-cleaning clothes? If there's anything more to this poem, it'll just have to come out in the wash. And this is on the prompt, and the title is Prompt. Quick, give me some kind of a sign, some idea for the very next line. Use a gesture, a hand sign, a flashcard. Any clue should do. It shouldn't be very hard. Looking for that reminder, I expect you to be steady, apt, swift, and timely, willing, and ready. When you forget your lines in a play, there's a prompter at the theater. When you don't know how many stamps to use, you could be prompted by a postage meter. There might be a command line prompt somewhere on your computer. When studying for an exam, a student might be prompted by a tutor. If you always show up right on time, you just might be obsessive. But as someone who can show up late, I do find that impressive. There are prompts for writing, for exercise, for dance. But the graduation song is not prompt and circumstance. Hurry up, slow down. Which is your suggestion? I lost my train of thought. Excuse my inattention. I need more help. My brain is at its limit. Please be prompt. Can you respond this very minute? I'm out of focus. With useless words, my mind is being swamped. So I'm asking you for this last time, just give me one more prompt. And I kind of like to do this as often as I can. This is open mic poetry. As you know, live open mics are back. So here we go. I can't seem to focus on your words while I'm waiting for my poems to be heard. With all those notes and all those pages, I fear you will go on for ages. I'm thinking how I'll recite my lines, but what if there isn't enough time? That would be a serious crime. You finally seem to support my cause when you look up and then you pause as the audience gives you their applause. I thought that you were finally done when I hear you say, I'm going to read another one. As you begin your next poem, I try to suppress a groan and not shout out, please go home. I hope you finish. I hope it's soon. Please, won't you give my words some room? By the way, did I mention? I can't seem to pay attention. You're still reading? When will you finish? Hasn't it already been 30 minutes? But wait, that's an interesting technique. Maybe I can use it next time I speak. The way your words are juxtaposed is quite novel, I suppose. And your rhythm, well, it just flows. Now you're done, but unlike before, I wish that you could read some more. That last poem was really magic. What? No more? That's almost tragic. Now it's my turn to the podium to put my poems to the test. Will they be liked? Will they be blessed? Am I being too obsessed with avoiding listeners' odium? I tap the mic. Can you hear it? My throat feels clogged. I cough to clear it. I read some lines, look for reaction. They stare at me. No satisfaction. Why don't they laugh or sigh or shout? Don't they understand what this poem's about? What do all those blank stares mean? It's too much. I want to scream. What's up with them? Don't they get it? Well, maybe this poem needs another edit. Perhaps they're just a little stunned. I hope at least they're having fun. I'm relieved no one's jumped up and run. I'm almost finished with my verse. I guess it could have been much worse. So far, I haven't heard anyone curse. I've done my reading. The applause was nice. I hope they weren't just being polite. I now return back to my seat. It's good to be off my feet, even though being up there was kind of sweet. It feels more or less complete. Now that I'm at the end of this tome, I'm ready to hear someone else's poem. I'll be attentive. I'll really listen and anticipate your words will glisten. So let me hear what you have to say. You have my ear, at least until I read again another day. And I want to honor a few departed poets. This is Crying Wind by Richard Sanderell. After traveling underground, I arise into the light. I hear the chaos of our lives, but underneath the sound of the drum, the heartbeat of pain, passion, racing. Escalator pushes me off. I turn and see the drummer. Aged by the streets, this sad-eyed native with the blues, chants and drums that drives the dancer. The Aboriginal dancer dances from past memory, drowned in alcohol, fueled by fury. This dance is his protection. He bobs, weaves, hands pump jabs, eyes blacker than the deepest caves. Long, dull black hair flows onto his face, sticking to his skin. Divorced from himself as well as his people, he dances among the Americans with their manifest destiny eyes, who only see just another couple of drunken Indians. I know this dancer. He would pick a fight so he could feel something, anything, even if it was filled with hurt. His name was Crying Wind, and this is how he lived. I will truly never know all the things that drove him to this, but I do know this man was robbed. There is a story where one character who complains about all the drunk Indians. The other answers that maybe he ought to be glad they're all drunk. Imagine what would happen if they all got sober. And I so long for that day. And this one is by Jack Hirschman, and the title is Path. Go to your broken heart. If you think you don't have one, get one. To get one, be sincere. Learn sincerity of intent by letting life enter because you're helpless, really, to do otherwise. Even as you try escaping, let it take you and tear you open like a letter sent, like a sentence inside you've waited for all your life, though you've committed nothing. Let it send you up. Let it break you, heart. Brokenheartedness is the beginning of all real reception. The ear of humility hears beyond the gates. See the gates opening. Feel your hands going akimbo on your hips, your mouth opening like a womb, giving birth to your voice for the first time. Go singing, whirling into the glory of being ecstatically simple. Write the poem. And this goes back in time. Jack published this in the first Poets 11, and I wrote this in 2006. It's No More Play at Guantanamo Bay, with apologies to Bob Kaufman. No more play at Guantanamo Bay. No more electrodes to crotches for Alberto Gonzalez. No more names withheld by Donald Rumsfeld. No more play at Guantanamo Bay. No more need to be nice. to Condoleezza Rice. Can't save a porpoise with habeas corpus. No more play at Guantanamo Bay. And this was from 2011, and it's the subject is Occupy when that was happening, called Sign of the Times. There's a new movement sweeping the nation. Whether or not you have a job, you should be able to find an occupation. The 1% has stirred up everyone's ilk. And I'm not talking about 1% buttermilk. Hey, 1%, why can't you be fair? Even in kindergarten, we learned how to share. Let's get this straight. Let's talk about facts. They have 42% of the wealth, but they pay a whole lot less tax. They take in 24% of the income, but here's what I most fear. They have 99% of Congress's ear. Let's get back to giving the people a voice. In the long run, it's the only sensible choice. We can start a new world of, by, and for the people, but it will only work if we treat each other as equal. So what's this about? Let me give you a clue. When they ask who's in charge here, the answer is you. And here's a short one. Easy and Hard, a short poem about me with a long title. I'm easily distracted, which makes it hard to focus, hard to concentrate on a task, hard to get things done. I am easily amused, which makes it easy to laugh, easy to find little pleasures, easy to enjoy life. And I'll end with this one. The truth will set you on fire. Hey, watch out. Truth is heading to your ears. Here, take some of this antiseptic lotion. Use it generously. Spread it until you no longer believe that guns make us safer. Children should be encouraged and supported until the day they're born. Building more luxury housing will bring prices down. The police and the weapons manufacturers don't have enough money. Everything should be wrapped in plastic. The government should decide what you can do with your body and with your mind. Now that it's wearing off, don't worry. There are thousands of TV and radio stations, millions of internet sites, innumerable books, magazines, newspapers. But hey, there are only 10 or 20 that are most popular. We can direct you there. And besides, you don't have the time or the attention for more. Or maybe, just maybe, it's time to think, to cooperate, to innovate without disrupting, to come to terms, to arrive at solutions, and to make this world a better place. Thank you.
Oh, unmute. Unmute. I'm here.
Woo! That's great. Where can I get some of that anti-skeptic lotion?
That's the word of the night. I thought that's like, yeah, I love that. What a term. Anti-skeptic lotion. Oh.